What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Kid Taj, and today I am actually continuing my MyPark of me being D-Rose, but not really doing a great job because the facial features are off and stuff. But in this video, if you couldn't tell by the title, we're going to be going over our NBA 2K7 ratings. We're going to continue this because I think this is going to be good to hype me up, hype you guys up for NBA 2K17. We don't have that much to do right now, like I was saying, so without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to be looking at the top 5 shooting guards in NBA 2K17. What should their ratings be? I always start with the bottom, the last one, 5 through 1. Let's start with number 5, of course. The 5th best shooting guard in the league. Okay, actually, this is actually more important. Before I get into this, I'm not putting Jimmy Butler on this list because he's not going to be playing shooting guard next season. That's just a note. So he's not on this list. He's going to be on the small forwards list when we do it. So yeah, this is without Jimmy Butler. So number 5 is CJ McCollum, and CJ McCollum, I think, deserving of an 83 overall rating. CJ McCollum proved that he could be a go-to scorer on a playoff team last season. He's an incredible all-around scorer. He can shoot the ball, he can slash to the rim, and he's even a pretty good playmaker. He's got some nice handles, he's got decent vision, so he's a little bit of a combo guard. I don't know if I'd call him a combo guard, but he can handle the ball for sure, and he's good enough to be an 83. The problem with him is he's just not a very good defender, and outside of being able to score 20-21 points per game and a couple assists here and there, like, he doesn't do much for you. So he's a really good scorer, and he wins games. He's on a winning team, so he gets bonus points for that. But after that, it's just not, there isn't much else. So I'm feeling an 83 on him. The 4th best shooting guard in the league, in my opinion, is DeMar DeRozan. Now, I don't know how controversial this may be because DeRozan he's 8th. I think he was like 8th last year in scoring. He was a really good scorer. He puts the ball in the basket. But honestly, when I'm thinking of an overall rating, you gotta be able to do a lot of things to have a high overall rating. And that's why I'm putting DeMar to 85. Now, I know this might seem low, but to me, if you ask me, DeMar DeRozan, I don't know. It's hard because DeMar DeRozan, when I watch him play, it seems like all he really does is shoot mid-range shots and attack the basket and score. He's a decent ball handler. He's a pretty good passer too. He can rebound here and there. I don't know, but he's not really that good at any of those things. And of course, he can't shoot the 3-ball consistently, and he can't defend consistently. And those are very important things that a shooting guard that's not a very good defender or 3-point shooter, it's like, I don't understand how I can give them a rating in the high 80s. I know that it's possible. I know that we can do it if he becomes an amazing inside slasher scorer. He's just really, I don't know. Look, this could be an 86. You could determine this as an 86 or 85, whatever you want. But that's an 85 or an 86 I'm fine with DeMar DeRozan. I know he's a very good player. I know he gets it done. For an overall rating, I'm just not sure how I could put him at like an 88 or 89 if he's not doing enough to be that rating. So I hope y'all understand what I'm saying by this. It's not a knock against him. It's just, I think 85 or 86 is appropriate, but yeah, that's where I would put him. And number 3, I'm going with newly acquired Chicago Bulls guard Dwayne Wade at 87. Yes, Dwayne Wade. I know there might be a lot of negative connotations associated with Dwayne Wade right now because it seems like he's a washed up player going to a team that doesn't really know where they're going with the franchise. I get that, but the numbers don't lie, the production doesn't lie, the winning numbers do not lie, the clutch performances game after game after game don't lie. This guy is an assassin. He is a clutch master. He is one of the smartest players to ever play basketball. Seriously, if you watch him work, he is so patient. He knows what he's doing, and he's not one-dimensional at all. Yes, he only scored 19-20 points a game last season, but he didn't need to score a whole lot of points for his team in the regular season. Obviously, in the playoffs, they were more injured, where he averaged like 25 points a game. He has the killer instinct. He's a good rebounder. He's a good playmaker. He's a good defender. He does everything And that's why he has to get a rating like an 87. Obviously, he's not the elite Dwayne Wade he used to be. so he can't get in the 90s. But I just think that even if he's not that athletic, even if he's not as good as he used to be, even if he can't shoot threes, he's this good of a player. Everything that he does, he's so all around. He's just got to be, I think this is a good range for him. Now, at number 2, the second best shooting guard in the league, in my opinion. Now, this might be a very, I mean, I just don't know what kind of reaction this is going to get. But I think, in my eyes, the second best point guard and the best point guard are so close that I gave them the same rating. And the second best point guard and first best point, what am I saying? It's shooting guards, right? Yeah. The second best shooting guard is James Harden. The best shooting guard is Klay Thompson. There, I said it. I think Klay Thompson is the best shooting guard in the NBA. And I'm going to explain why. James Harden on offense is, well, he's otherworldly. I mean, he gets everything done. He averaged 29 points and nearly 8 assists per game this season. I mean, who does that? No one does that. There isn't a player in the NBA that put up numbers like that last season. It's crazy. It's otherworldly. Yes, I get that. I get it. He's an amazing offensive force. He didn't have any help. They made the playoffs somehow. I mean, okay, he had a little bit of help, and they should have made the playoffs. That's the knock. His numbers are fantastic. He has some of the best stats in all of the NBA, but the fact is that James Harden does not play defense. He might be the worst off-ball defender I have ever seen. He is the least focused player on a basketball court I have ever seen on the defensive end. It just doesn't make any sense. How can a guy with this much, I mean, he's so good on offense. He's amazing to watch. He gets to the free throw line. He can hit the three. He can slash inside. One of the best to do it. He's a great playmaker, but when it's all said and done, he takes so much of that away on the defensive end. When you have supporting players like Patrick Beverley and Trevor Ariza and Dwight Howard, and your defense is still bad, then you have to do something about it, because that's terrible. That's why he's not in the 90s. I can't put a guy in the 90s with such below, like, oh my god, it's so subpar, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, let's get to Klay Thompson. I gave him an 89 as well, of course. Klay Thompson is a much, much better defender than James Harden is. Klay Thompson is a much better shooter than James Harden is. He's not the same in terms of being all around like James Harden and doing everything on offense and rebounding and all that stuff, but at least he plays defense. At least he's a little better shooter. He's an NBA champion. He knows how to play his role better. I think James Harden, I don't know how good of a leader he really is. I think his team wasn't that bad. I think people are a little over-exaggerating that, because I don't think his team was that bad last season. You know, he's got some players, but they just struggled. I'm not going to put all the blame on him, but I'm just got to say, Klay Thompson, he knows his role, and he is fantastic. I could have a longer video debating this, but, you know, that's all for today. So please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Kid Taj. We're in the top 5 shooting guards in NBA 2K17, what their rating should be. I'm going to do small forwards next, so leave a like, comment, suggestions below, and subscribe. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.